Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about researching Alabama tax delinquent properties using online sources from the counties and the state of Alabama. Then we'll switch gears and talk about a tool called Parcel Fair that pulls all those sources together and saves you a lot of time. To begin, let's look at the Alabama Department of Revenue website. If you've ever researched Alabama tax delinquent parcels, you've probably seen this screen where you can search for properties here or view PDF lists of all the properties. For instance, Jefferson's list is here in a PDF form. You can see the name of the owner of a parcel, the amount bid at tax sale, the parcel identifier number, the year that it actually became delinquent, and a small description about the lot itself. But from this information, you can't tell where the parcel is, what the acreage is, total value, whether there's a structure on the property or not, and a lot of other pieces of information that you would want to know before you would invest in this property. So for instance, we would take a parcel number like this and go to yet another source, the Jefferson County GIS map. And if you search using the number from the PDF, you're not going to get a result because the state and the county actually format their numbers differently. So there's ways to hack that up and try to get the number to actually bring back a result. You can also take the name and search for it that way, assuming there's only one parcel with that name on it, which is not always true. In this case, we should get one hit for this name, and there it is. So you'll notice the parcel is outlined inside of its neighborhood here, and you can see the street and other houses, and this looks like a vacant lot. You can tell information like the street address and other information here on the right side panel. But we can't see if there's other tax delinquent parcels available in the area. And we can really only highlight one at a time. So let's switch gears and I'll show you how we do it on Parcel Fair. You'll notice on this map of Birmingham there's quite a bit going on, a lot of colors, a lot of outlines and parcels here. And let's talk about what those colors mean, because these are all tax delinquent properties in some form or fashion. So let's start with the yellow. These are part of an active tax auction for Jefferson, Birmingham County. The tax sale is actually next week, so these won't be on the map after that. But for now, this can be used to research the tax sale for next week. You'll notice quite a few of these mixed in the neighborhood. Next, you have some that are highlighted in green. And these green properties are considered tax liens or tax certificates because they're less than 3 years old. This one's only been delinquent since 2018. This one is 2017. And so if you look at that, there's also the blue parcels here. You notice this one's from 2010, and that one is 2009, and then 2005. So these are considered tax deeds because they're more than 3 years delinquent. And a lot of our searches by our users are on tax deeds because they're more desirable in a lot of cases. Finally, you'll see some red parcels which have been redeemed, and we leave some of these on the map, only what's been redeemed in the last 12 months, so that you can eyeball a neighborhood and just see is a lot of activity happening or a lot of parcels getting redeemed. In the case of like Norwood, you'll notice there's chunks of red that have all been redeemed. Very little available in blue or green, but a few that will be in the tax sale next week. Now let's slide over to this neighborhood. You'll notice there's not a lot of red. Very little has been redeemed in the last year. So next I'd like to show you the search filters. If you click on the filter at the bottom left of the screen, you get this. And you can search directly for all counties in the state of Alabama, for instance, or just one county if you'd like. You can also specify if you want land and buildings, or do you want parcels that are just land or parcels that only have buildings, and if you're only interested in parcels with structures, for instance. So let's check out all counties, buildings only. And then maybe the most important filter, if you're interested in liens, certificates in this case, or are you only interested in deeds or both? Or is there a particular year you're looking for? In this case, let's look for deeds only. And then let's say we only want to see things that are worth $30,000 minimum and up to $150,000. And let's say for acreage, we only want to see things greater than 1/4 acre of a lot and no bigger than 5 acres. So let's perform that search on the whole state. And we're looking at 807 parcels that meet those criteria. You'll notice we have results on the side panel that we can click View on Map, and it will take us to these results individually. And now we can click on one of these and take a look at a full report of this parcel. So there's a lot going on this screen, so let's take it one step at a time. This pulls from multiple data sources, and it will show you things that we couldn't find in the state source or the county source, like the acreage, or the fact that this has land and structures on it. And the total value is $84,000. It's zoned residential, and we have the street address here. We can also see a street side image of the house itself. Of course, the map satellite image is here. If we want to go back to the map, you could click View on Map, but we'll stay put for now. We could add a favorite for this for later if we like this parcel and want to remember it. We can also click the Apply Online button and go straight to the state website, the Department of Revenue, and request a price notification here. All you have to do is fill out this form and hit Submit, and eventually you'll get an email from the state giving you a price notification and steps to proceed if you are interested in moving forward with the property. Back to the report screen, you can also see the owner's address and the parcel's address. You can add notes, and you can actually search those later, and they're kept with the parcel. If you have a price notification or an image of the lot, if you've taken photos, you can upload those images here, documents as well, and track them with the parcel as well. And here you'll see the state inventory history, which shows how long the parcel has been in state inventory. On the right-hand side, you'll see research links that take us to county sources and other public data sources for us to do more homework on the property. The property tax commissioner links would include things like the payoff worksheet, which shows us the year's delinquent and what the estimated balance would be for taxes. We can take a look at the summary here. We can also look at the sales information, the history of who's owned this property. We could look for sewer liens. We can do a search on obituaries to see if the owner is living. We could also run an EPA report if we wanted to, and search in public notices. So there's a lot going on here, but it's a very useful screen for tracking your information, your attachments, and your notes, and also checking out other sources that will tell you more about the parcel before you spend any more time on it. And this is a good time to note that I would never recommend putting money into property that you've not seen in person or had someone visit with a camera or driving at least to the property once, because just because the street side image shows a house, it could be burned down. There could be a tree falling through the roof, or it could be in worse condition than what this image shows, because who knows what's happened since this image has been taken. So this will save you a lot of time maybe ruling out properties and finding things that you could be interested in, but the final decision before you put money into it should be by going and looking at the property. And as I mentioned earlier, we had the favorites that I had. I clicked the parcel favorite. You can actually go from a home screen here to the favorites list and take a look at all of your favorites. I've only got 2 right now. But from here you can click and see the parcel itself, or I can export my list. And it's a way for me to keep track of things that I've seen. And on the map I can even go show favorite markers up here in the top right and see them on a map, so that I can take a look this way and see the different properties that I'm interested in. So that gives you a quick run through of how to research tax delinquent properties using the county and the state sources, and how you can save a lot of time by using Parcel Fair. But don't just take my word for it. Go get a 30-day trial. There's no strings attached. It's a free trial. and you can try out unlimited map usage for 30 days and searches. And if you like it, subscribe. Thanks for checking us out today.